Welcome back, everybody. Yes, you heard me right. The Bubble Chat is officially back for season 4. Not the 4 seasons, but you can make a reservation if you want to. Can you believe that, child? It feels like yesterday we were sitting here in our separate rooms recording into a mic. We didn't even know how to use properly. Hoping someone out there will actually listen. And now here we are, same energy, but bigger and better.
Hello. If you've been rocking with us since day one, you already know how we do things around here. We keep it real, we keep it funny, and every now and then we get a little spicy. And if you're new, first off, welcome to the family. Around here, nothing is off limits. We talk about funny, awkward, the petty, the random, deep stuff you don't see coming. And every once in a while, we stir up the pot just a little bit.
This season, we're going all out. We've got new topics lined up, some guests I cannot wait for you to meet, and a few surprises, which I'm not spilling just yet. And we're talking about everything from pop culture and everyday drama to the kind of conversations you only have with your closet friends, with the cameras, or in this case, the mics aren't rolling.
So whether you're listening on your commute, if you be at the gym, or you hide in your room, avoiding all your motherfucking life's responsibilities, I'm glad that you are here because today marks the start of a whole new chapter of the Bubble Chat podcast. This is a premiere motherfucking episode. Oh, and it's gonna be a good one. I've been holding back this topic for a long time. It's been in my back pocket since last season, and believe me, it's worth the wait, okay? So go ahead, get comfortable, turn up the volume, and let's dive into our very first episode of season 4 here on the Bubble Chat. Now, as we start this new season, as the Queen Whitney Williams always said, let's get it started. It's time for Hot Topics. Bitch, how you doing?
How you doing?
You doing?
Well, for starters, I am doing good. Believe it or not, this is actually my first season starting out as a college graduate. I did graduate college a couple of months ago. Thank you, thank you. And and I want to start off by saying, and this is something that's become a taboo topic that I've been over the summer. I've been experiencing a lot of post grad blues. There are
Mhm.
days where I feel like question myself. But other than that, I'm just thankful to God that I haven't lost me, and I'm also grateful for the journey that I had at college, and I'm just really really excited to see what's in store for me.
Okay, quick question, nephew. When you say you like you having like, is it like you miss your old program, your friends, the scenery, the
Yeah,
routine?
yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
like you on a totally new schedule now. It's like my mom retired this year, and for like the first 3 months, she hated it for the same reason why you saying it's like you got to
don't know
figure.
what to do.
Yeah, you got to figure everything out all over again. Your new routine, but you'll be all right.
Yes, it's to
Yeah,
make money.
yeah.
Be ripping it
That
up
I'm working.
freeway.
That I am working on. I am looking for jobs. Some of those jobs I haven't heard from in like over a month since I applied, which is odd, but I guess that's a process.
Guess what? You can make your own motherfucking job, okay?
Absolutely.
Alright.
And speaking of jobs, getting hired and fired. All right.
Oh wait,
Now,
Adonis,
grab
did you
y'all
want
to,
to shout out someone?
huh?
Did you want to shout out someone, or you're just about to get into it?
I'm gonna get into it.
Okay,
I'll get a shout out after we come back from the break.
all
It's
right.
about season 4 right now.
Right.
So back to the hiring and the firing of the peoples. Okay, I want you to grab your teacups, get ready for this spill of this piping hot tea I got because it's a wild one. Okay, now K Michelle hit the stage in St. Louis on August 7th and dropped a throwback disc that the whole crowd went losing it over. The piano intro set the mood and it broke into an iconic line. Rasheeda got bags! Baby!
I love her.
Cue uproar. It went crazy, okay? Instant classic moment. Now, Rasheeda didn't waste a second. She slid into the shade room comments and clapped back with her signature sass. Yep, she still loves me. Forever living rent free in her mind. By the way, she opened up at my concert. get your tickets. Ooh, and if y'all seen the memes going around Instagram and to the TikTok and the X talking about Michelle, I got some tickets to a concert. You want to go?
Yes. Who are we going to see?
Rasheeda.
Bitch, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, so that's been going on.
Waking me up out my sleep for this bullshit.
But the shade didn't stop there. Rasheeda and Kirk Frost hit back with receipts. They posted streaming stats showing that she averages around 4 million listeners, and tracks like Marry Me have reached over 2 billion views. Does that mean, well, how many times platinum that went? Diamond? Is it diamond?
It's views, baby.
Ooh, bitch, she got a ruby. That is not a diamond.
That means people clicked on YouTube that many times. Nobody is buying that shit.
Okay, well, meanwhile, K. Michelle was reportedly at 500,000 listeners. Talk about a flex. K. Michelle responded within hours, no chill. She dropped a clapback on her story, reminding everyone she's got 4 #1 Billboard albums, 2 platinum records, 5 gold, and has been killing the stage for years. Then she went on and said, everyone knows you're not a talented lady. Don't deflect, mocking a woman's abuse for years. You got the karma you deserve. Okay, is this epic clapback greater or cringe celebrity theatrics? Who's winning this? K. Michelle or the Shade team with Rasheeda? About
All
this.
right, so
nobody gonna
here's the.
outshade K. Michelle.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, nobody in the world is gonna outshade K. Michelle, baby. She goes and do research so she can know how to further clown your ass. Like no chill whatsoever.
What she said?
Rasheeda got
bags.
the girl.
Her career is over all over the world. Let that nigga clear the room.
Classic.
I don't.
We never gonna live that down, baby.
I mean, well, see, here's the thing. Now, see, Rasheeda, I'm trying to give you a little bit of grace and some game. So they I guess Rasheeda did a cipher.
And it was terrible. Are you talking about
when she was in the glass box?
No, I'm talking about.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning.
Yeah, see,
hip hop.
I don't know if they made this cipher. I don't know if she really performed the cipher before, but she was spitting. She was hot. She was nice. And if that is, or that should have been, could have been, would have been her response to K. Michelle. I didn't. Maybe you can go skip down the street, go see her on Atlanta Housewives. I mean, you've been married for years and you got money, but you're not a housewife fucking with Atlanta. And Candy is your friend, but I'm gonna just leave it alone because
I think not to cut you off. I think Candy should go on Atlanta Housewives, or she is on Atlanta Housewives. So I think she should bring Rasheeda in as a friend. Is what I'm saying. Just bring her on over to the show.
Rasheeda got
how what's the name? Now she got her own peach. What was Portia's friend name?
Shamia, get the fuck out of here.
Just let her start off as Shamia. Shamia status.
Plum term prune.
That bitch got money.
And no add.
Well, her house got the East Wing and the West Wing.
So here's the thing. If I gotta be honest, I'm not even sure if we could call it a straight up beef. I mean, yeah, it likely is, but in the music industry, especially in hip hop and R&B circles, this kind of tension isn't exactly rare. This is just how a lot of artists operate when there's a conflict, whether it's legit bad blood or just a disagreement that went public, or simply two people deciding, yeah, we're not going to be in speaking terms for a while. And sometimes it's petty, and sometimes it's the principle, and sometimes it's both. And let's be real, half of the time, the public doesn't even get the full story. We just see the little moments like an onstage jab or shady post, and we piece together our own conclusions. Maybe behind the scenes, it could be a way more layered than just quote unquote I don't like you. So is it beef? Is it entertainment? Or is it just two people in the industry doing what people do? And I guess only they know for sure, but I have a feeling that this isn't the last we'll hear about it. So I wanted to circle back because, oh, yeah.
got back.
Well, it actually go back like years to when they was both on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And Rasheeda, K. Michelle was telling her story about getting abused, and Rasheeda basically told her she was lying. So since then, it's been like up. Like, who are you to tell me I'm lying about what happened to me? So it's way deeper than just Rasheeda got bags, even though she still got bags. But it's cool.
Well, what's next on the docket?
All right, next up, let's unpack the buzz around Nakia Hamilton, the 25-year-old single mom who went viral after being left to run the entire Burger King alone for a 12-hour shift. She was
Wait a minute. She was making the fries, shaking the shakes, and charbroiling the burgers?
12 hours. Fresh to what they say, make fresh your flame till you make it. However it goes, she was cooking them up, baby.
What thing was this?
Let's get to it. She was juggling cooking, cleaning, drive-through, and the front counter, all at one time, baby.
Because a coworker unexpectedly quit.
Nakia's emotional truth hit hard. She's missing important moments with her 3 kids while trying to keep her family afloat and working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. 2 jobs, and you got to do 2 jobs in 1 job? That's crazy.
Like about 8.
That's crazy. Viewers rallied behind her, calling her for support, urging her to start a GoFundMe, which she did, and it raised over 20,000. What?
I think now it's 60,000.
Burger King responded, pointing out that having only one team member per shift violates company policy, and they're now investigating the franchise involved.
Mm-hmm.
So, bubblers, how do you feel about the video like this blowing up? Not because of this, but because no one should have to handle fast food joints solo for 12 hours. Like that happens.
So I want to.
Go ahead.
So I wanted to circle back on that because it's actually been an update, and honestly, it left me shaking my head. I came across a video about it recently, and for the longest time, I couldn't even find a confirmed article. But now we know, believe it or not, Burger King actually fired her because she was late, and the reason behind that is because she was getting ready, she was getting her kids ready, and I'm like, really? She was taking care of her kids first, and that's the deal breaker. Let me just remind you, this is a single mother who literally ran an entire fast food chain alone. Babysitters and daycares, they're not cheap. And raising kids on your own, whether it's a single mother or father, or a single guardian, for that matter, has never been for the faint of heart. During her time at Burger King, she sacrificed so much time she should have had with her kids just to make sure that there was a roof over their heads, clothes on their back, food on the table, and all the time missed, that can't ever be given back. And let's be real, sometimes even parents who work from home struggle to balance it. You've got a newborn crying in the background or your kid asking you for attention for just a minute, and suddenly your boss is tapping their foot, getting impatient. So imagine how harder it is for someone working long shifts at a place like Burger King. Now, at the same time, I am hoping and honestly praying that the money raised from her GoFundMe ends up getting a blessing in disguise from this whole situation. Because in cases like this, sometimes it does happen. But let's keep it real. Her termination was unfair, point blank. How you feel about it, Michelle?
I feel like she should sue the crap out of them because of everything you just said. Like, and then to lose her job I personally would have closed the Burger King for the day and took whatever, especially she got fired anyway. Like, I would have closed it down. There's no way you should be cooking and clean. It's not, first of all, her one person running it couldn't have been clean back there. So not only are you illegally running your operation, but you giving people not really the most sanitary food. Like, it's no way for one person to do all that. I've worked fast food. It's no way for one person to do all of that.
Nephew, Google what state is that? It was it St. Louis? Did it say that? St. Louis? That was where Rasheeda got back on August 7th. But where's the key? What state was this?
I'm not sure.
He Googling it right now.
It's South Carolina.
South motherfucking Carolina, and I hope it wasn't in Charlotte. But let me tell you something.
Columbia.
This how I feel about it. Burger King, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. You got me back here frying the fries, shaking up the shakes. I'm playing in the key box, and you got me back here throwing darts with the goddamn chicken sticks they just started selling. You see what I'm saying? Got me charboiling the burgers. I'm gonna clean up, run a motherfucking window,
and
front desk. Oh my God.
Ain't no way. I wouldn't even done it. I would have just said we
Okay.
closed. We closed.
And the only reason y'all did that shit because you was in Charlotte. I mean, excuse me, South Carolina.
Columbia.
What city?
Columbia.
Columbia. Columbia. I will not be wearing those sweatsuits just because of the Burger King franchise location. And whoever owned it, making me think about McDowell from Coming to America. Oh, off-brand that. You see them? That's why McDonald's won the motherfucking fry contest, because you only have one bitch cooking. But it's all right. Ma'am, I don't want you to squander the money away.
I know.
I want you to pay your bills, probably get your kids something, probably flip you a car, because I saw the video just today. So get your head done. Go buy you a better car. Don't do too much. Put some of that shit up, because if you got $20,000 today, I'm sure you still got some more coming. And it seems if you have a viable lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Because they fired you now. They fired you because you was late. You was late because somebody else unexpectedly quit, but you were late because you it was like first at school just started, right? Like at Burger King, you can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
You need to start selling grits so you can kiss mine. I don't like that. I didn't like that.
That's a hell of a lawsuit, and I hope she hire a lawyer with that money, baby. Get your money up for real, because that's illegal on so many levels.
So many levels. Well, all right, folks. Ever had your personal life go global because of a kiss cam? Ain't that the shit they've been doing at them people at them damn baseball or football games and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Well, child, astronomer CEO Andy Byron just experienced that in real time. Picture this. He's embracing the company's HR chef, Kristen Cover, not his spouse, on stage on a Coldplay concert. Cue Coldplay's Chris Martin joking, either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. Then just like that, their private lives moments blast over the Jumbotron and onto TikTok, with millions of views exploding overnight. Within days, the astronomers board stepped in. Both Byron and Cabot were placed on leave. Byron tendered his resignation shortly after, which the board accepted. Pete DeJoy, founder and CPO, stepped in as an interim CEO while the company quietly launched a search for a permanent replacement. Meanwhile, the company's message is loud and clear. Leaders must set a straight standard in both conduct and accountability. And that standard, they say, was not met. Well, okay, y'all. Does Coldplay Kids Cam blow up feel like the ultimate cancel CEO's moment, or just a modern day accountability? How's a single concert clip topple a tech CEO?
I'm still at this from watching the video.
But like, first of all,
There would have never been a better time for a glitch.
First of all, you supposed to be up. Y'all want to have good seats and shit, and y'all cheating. Go up to the top. You can still hear it, and you can see it on the jumbo on the big screen. Why would you be right here? Like, the audacity. He lost.
The fucking company probably gave them the tickets to go.
Baby, not like that. Not together.
No, I'm saying, like, you get concert tickets to go. They probably was like, we about to do this, baby.
They play too much. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. That man got a divorce and hell of shit behind that.
Yes, because the wife went crazy.
Why would that mean y'all work together? Y'all been doing this. Girl.
Did I say grits last time?
That's what he did.
Fix my grits. Okay?
That's what
Fix
he
my
did.
grits. You ain't got to kiss them, baby. I don't want no cheese, no pepper. Just fix them. Don't kiss them. Fix them. Butter and sugar this time.
So about that story making rounds, I think what we all notice here is a CEO and an HR chief caught in what looked like a very intimate moment.
It
And
was.
they
Absolutely.
didn't even seem to realize the kiss cam or love cam, whatever you want to call it, was going to catch them. Now, the person running the camera thought
Wasn't
there
it in
was
a
just
box?
another couple in the
That's right,
crowd
girl.
having a cute moment, but apparently they're not together, and that's where the drama really kicked in. See, the thing about moments like this in the age of social media is not just a quick, awkward blip. That's really just out there forever. It's going viral, and it's tough for everyone to pick apart. And you never know the full story. Maybe it was an innocent thing, maybe it was more, but the way it looks can be just as damaged as the reality.
You know
At
The
what?
this
way he
point, I can only hope and pray that the CEO and his wife, hopefully not soon to be ex, are able to work things out if this really shook things up at home
No,
and the same
no.
goes for the
the way he
HR chief.
slided
If
away
she
from her.
had that
Yeah,
is if she has a
Louis,
partner or family.
Nah, that was not innocent. They was on a date and they was planning on fucking after that. Like the kiss cam blew their whole shit up. They had the room booked, baby. They was ready. And here you go. He said, "Get me out of here."
don't work me with this Apollo.
Whoa, I'm sorry. That was
I
way.
mean, because whether it's a misunderstanding or a real dip, this is one of those situations that can dig deep. You know, it's not just about the public embarrassment; it's about trust. And once that trust is broken, it's a long road back. And you know the saying: if we don't have trust, we don't have anything. In a world where everything is caught on camera, one split second
I put Donald Trump
moment,
in this
plan
one.
or not,
You gotta
can
trust
take
me. You
relationships,
gotta
reputation, and even careers in ways you can't undo.
I'm so glad I grew up outside or like before this social media shit. Cause baby, I
There would have
was
been a Denny's in the Easy 8.
baby. Although I might be on World Star, I ain't gonna lie.
Not for kissing.
No, not for kids.
Yeah, see?
Not for kids.
Not for kissing. Not
Not
for
for
showing
kissing.
affection. Not for being
Not for,
affectionate.
and I ain't never got caught on, not on camera, cheating in front of the whole world. You're nuts, sir. And
In
they
front
was
of
in the
enough. It's not the
skybox.
whole world. It's just in front of enough. In front of
Baby,
enough.
that's just
Alrighty.
Come on, nephew.
Well,
What for us?
okay. Well, next up, a little bit of shocking news. Actor child Michael Murray, the guy who made us spoon as Lucas Scott in One Tree Hill and Jake Austin in Freaky Friday and in sequel, recently opened up about a life or death moment from his teenage years. At just 15 years old, he was hospitalized for 2.5 months due to twisted intestines that led to massive internal bleeding. He lost 50% of his blood, needed two surgeries, and even at last rites performed because he was close to death. He vividly recalls drifting in and out of consciousness, seeing a priest at his bedside, and noticing his dad, the strongest guy he knew, broke it down in tears. The ordeal didn't just hurt him, it changed him. He credits his experience with deepening his faith and strengthening his bond with his father, who showed up every single day despite raising five kids alone. And get this, a nurse who also modeled not only helped save his life, but encouraged him to consider modeling as a path into the entertainment world. That advice eventually helped launch his acting career. Okay, team, how do you even recover from something like this that almost killed you at 15 and come out of wanting to entertain the roles? Do you think that this kind of intense trauma gives performers a different kind or of emotional depth? I mean, I want to start off by saying this. I have to be honest. When I read that story, I was shocked. This is like, one of those moments when you realize there's so much happens in a celebrity's life behind the scenes that we never hear about, especially something that's serious. Growing up, I remember seeing him in movies, specifically Freaky Friday, back when Lindsay Lohan was in her prime as a kid. And I had no idea that he had gone
You
through
know who you're
something
doing
like
this for,
this.
nephew. We know who you're doing this for, nephew. Pick a side, nephew. Pick a side.
Can I finish reading, please?
Please do, nephew.
As I was saying, it's so wild to think that he was on our screen smiling and acting. There had been this entire chapter of his life that could have ended very differently. And now I'm no doctor or medical expert, let's be clear. But from what I've looked into, it sounds like Chad has something called volvulus. I hope I said that right. And for those of you who don't know, that's when a loop of your intestine starts to twist around itself, cutting off the blood supply. And when that happens, you don't just walk it off. It's dangerous, it's painful, and it can turn fatal fast if not treated immediately. Like, I honestly can't imagine the level of surgery he must have gone through. It's not just physical intense, it's mentally and emotionally and draining. And let's not even start with the cost because I'm sure that surgery was not cheap. But beyond the medical bills, just think about the recovery, the fear, and how young he was when it happened. It makes you appreciate the resilience he must have had. And, on a lighter note, I just thank God he pulled through and he didn't lose his life at a young age and he was able to keep pursuing his acting career. Giving us so many of those icons roles that we all grew up with, it's a reminder that sometimes people who seem like they have it all together are fighting battles we never knew existed. And in this case, Cat Story isn't just about survival, it's about strength. How does one of you feel about this?
Um, One of the details in the story that caught my attention was he lost half of his blood. And we are like 70% water, which is the base of our blood. I just want to like how much weight did he lose? When you think about that, like really think about it, we got squished out half up, like when we weigh half
It
of
was
what
on
we
Ariana
are.
Grande status.
Yeah, you know what? Been a long day.
I'm
You
just
gotta
saying.
no.
That's what I'm imagining. I'm
Well,
just saying.
I guess so, huh? Yeah, I mean, like everything you said was horrific. Prayers up to him, his healing and his recovery and his rehabilitation. Um, Life be life in every day, and it life's harder on certain people. Just like the most beautiful day of your life is the day you were born, and the most regretful and saddest day is the day you die. But life be life in there, motherfucking day in between. And he just had his day the other day.
And that's why, on top of that, it's important to be nice to people. Because you don't ever know what somebody going through, and you just saying hi or smiling. I swear.
Hell is a real place, and forgiveness is real. I need your forgiveness.
And some people can go straight to hell.
See that?
I'm just saying. I used to work with homeless people, and sometimes they just want to be seen, like saying hi or being hello or just
acknowledge. Yes.
Be nice to people. You don't never know what they're going through. That's the moral of that story.
Well, reach
right.
out and touch someone's hand and make this world a better place if you can.
All right. So here's the latest drama in Techland. Instagram quietly rolled out this new map feature that lets you share your latest active location with certain followers. Why would you do that? On paper, it means it's meant to help you connect in real life, discover local businesses, and maybe meet up with friends. Cute, right? Not at all. But the reaction is anything but cute because, like I said, why would you do that? The internet lit up almost instantly with people calling it creepy, dangerous, and basically Snap Map's older, sneakier cousin. Now, Instagram insists this is nothing off by this is nothing that this thing is off by default. That you have to manually opt in and that you can control exactly who sees you. But here's the catch. Some users claim they saw themselves on People Map before they even knew about the feature. And for women, teens, and creators who already deal with online harassment or stalking, that's a massive red flag. Because once again, why would you do that? Okay, and oh shoot,
Speaking of creators, baby.
it's not me, it's my team. Let me see you. And speaking of creators, plenty of content creators across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram immediately called the app Instagram out, explaining how concerning this is. They pointed out that random people, especially stalkers, could potentially see your address in its entirety if your settings aren't locked down. Many even made urgent videos walking their audience through how to precise location off their privacy settings, practically begging people to check it right away. Lawmakers have jumped in. Senators Marsha Blackburn and Richard Blumenthal called the future abysmal for child safety and for pressing Meta to scrap it entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that should tell you something. All right, so here's the big question. Does this sound like a harmless social tool or a stalker's dream come true? What would you actually turn it on? Hell to the no. Why would you do that? And once you turn it on and your thing, like you really don't know where your information is being shared to. Like they tell you it's only certain people, but like they say, I'm showing up on a map that I didn't even know I was supposed to be on. Like this is so dangerous. This is so. Don't y'all notice how Pop Smoke died from some Instagram shit? Like this is so dangerous. Why would you do that, Instagram? I don't agree. What you think, Donna?
I'm in shock. I'm thinking they're gonna take me down next.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I do a lot of rough, raunchy context, and I get a lot of threats in my DMs and messages and stuff, even in my comments. So at this point, I'm thinking somebody just gonna take me down next time I get some gas at the 76 somewhere. I'm just dare I go to Arco, but I know they're gonna put my ass if I go to Arco. But now they're gonna run up on me on Shell too, even Costco and Safeway gas station. I don't think that's right. I don't agree with it. This totally reminds me of Enemy of the State. Regina King was going ham, looking at the news, talking about Social Security, cybersecurity, this and the third, yada yada yada. And baby, we so past all that now. Shit. I'm thinking about to go deactivate my pages.
I mean,
Hit me on the email, y'all.
It really make you want to. I want to take the whole thing off. Like that's crazy.
I'm definitely giving Instagram and the whole Meta Corporation the side eye right now. And not in the and more so of a we need to have a serious conversation kind of way. So here's the thing. Instagram rolled out this new feature that allows people to see your location with surprising accuracy. And I'm not talking about a general city or town. I'm talking about the ability for random people, and yes, specifically stalkers, to zoom in and see exactly where you are. And that's not just unsettling, it's just downright dangerous. Especially when we know minors and preteens are using this platform every single day. Now, Instagram did clarify that precise location sharing is automatically off by default. But here's where I have to call them out. Why didn't they lead with that? Why wasn't there a clear, transparent announcement before the update went live so people could make informed decisions without panic or confusion? Because here's the reality. Privacy isn't just about what features you give people. It's about how you communicate with these features. A lot of folks, especially parents, only found out about this after seeing viral warning posts online. And in a digital age, we live in one small gap in communication can turn into major safety issue. Now, I'm not saying Instagram is out here trying to harm people, but I am saying that they need to be proactive. If you're a platform with millions of young users, you have a responsibility to explain things clearly ahead of time and in a way that people can understand. because at the end of the day, safety should never be something people have to dig for, or in the setting. It should be front and center. Until that becomes a norm, I'm keeping a side eye on standby.
I'm okay. Now now I have a opposing thought. I think this would be a great enhancement for law enforcement. Now, the statement I said before was a motherfucker might not even start off as being a stalker. You might have been a troller a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even an admirer. And then it's like they dropped that pen. And then you pulled up on that ass. And what you did when you pulled up, fill in the blank. What I'm saying is, if that did happen, Michelle stalked me, bitch, come try and kill me, took my leg and ran off with my teeth. Well, then they should be able to look up where her motherfucking ass is and find where the fuck she was from leaving where I was, right?
I mean,
See?
no.
So now I'm not afraid. Pull up if you want to. The Fed's gonna catch your ass 20 minutes.
Girl, I feel like they got enough cameras and shit outside that they can follow you.
I mean, that too.
I don't need that on my phone. That's some hating ass shit, first of all. Like, why would you do that? Once again, I don't agree.
Oh, no. Okay, well, guess what? This is gonna be a quick intermission time. Go stretch, refill your coffee, go pet the dog, feed the fish, whatever you gotta do, but make it fast because we'll be right back. Things are about to get even juicier. Don't touch that dial unless you turn up the volume, and we'll be right back.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. You are tuned in to the Bubble Chat where the conversations are hot, the tea is served fresh, and the laughs, well, you already know, they're boundless. Now, today's guest, I am beyond excited. She is one of the funniest, realest, most unapologetic voices in comedy today. You've seen her on the big screen in films like Barack, That's My Boy, Think Like a Man, and Coming to America. You've laughed with her on stage during her sold out stand up shows. You've heard her on radio, you've seen her on TV, and if you've ever been in the same room with her, you know she has a personality that could light up a city block. She's bold, brash, brilliant, and she's here to keep it all the way real with us today. Please put your hands together for the fabulous, the incomparable Luenell. Luenell, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And you may as well tell them the other thing. And I'm your cousin.
Yes, believe it or not, Luenell's my cousin, and
Yeah.
you are truly one of a kind, funny, fearless, and of course full of heart. Thank you for joining us here on the Bubble Chat, y'all. Oh wait, blooper. We'll get to that. Bloopers. All right. So you've been making people laugh for decades, but take us back. When did you realize that comedy was your calling?
I really didn't start off wanting to do comedy. I started off wanting to do theater. And that's what I did first. Comedy just sort of made its way into my life, but that's not what I started out being.
Fair enough. In the early days of your career, what was the toughest room you've ever had to perform in?
Probably one of the rooms in New York. And it wasn't my fault, and it wasn't the audience's fault. The show had like literally 12 comics on it. And that's a long time for people to be sitting and laughing. And by the time you get to like fifth or sixth comic, people start to get a little antsy, a little, you know, uh, and so I was like the 12th comic or the 11th comic. So it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was not good. Let's just say that. you know, they were like, "Who are you?" By no, they were just walking actually. So that was the toughest room I played. But I really don't blame the room. It was the show. It was crazy.
Yeah. You've been known to tell it like it is, even when it can be controversial. So, have you ever had a joke that you thought was too risky, but it ended up killing on stage?
Yeah, actually, in a film that I did called American Hustle with Cat Williams, I had to do a scene where I did dirty comedy in a rest home in front of older people, and I didn't want to do the scene because I felt like this is I'm seeing what if these people, because we were at a real rest home, I'm like, what if these people's relatives come in here and see them in here hearing me talk like that? I thought that was too much. But as it turns out, the old people were actually extras hired by the production company just to pretend to be people in the rest home, and it killed in the movie. It became iconic.
All right. Comedy
Look,
has.
look, 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 look. You're gonna have to respond to these answers that I give you. Don't just
Oh, okay.
ask me a question. I'm
All right.
talking to you. Don't just
All
ask me a
right.
question. I go blah blah blah, and you go okay. And so next to
Okay.
that, okay,
Okay. Okay.
you
Sorry.
talk to me like you my cousin. Let's talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Um, I feel like at most times whenever like in entertainment industry, people will sometimes feel like they have to like do this even if they don't like feel comfortable in doing it, they still do it because they didn't want to like risk their job. And I feel like to me that can be like a main issue that people were having in the entertainment industry, at least at the time. At least at the time. I'm not sure now, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's like at the time. So
Yeah, at the time,
yeah.
I think, yeah, yeah.
All right, so comedy has changed so much with social media. Do you feel like the game is harder for now for comedians, or has it been a little bit easier?
Well, I think for the comedians coming into comedy now is much, much, much easier due to social media and how you can get your face out there virally immediately, and so and that can get you paid a lot quicker too. So yeah, I think it's much, much easier now. Much.
Yeah, like it could like get like hard at times, but then it starts to get like a little bit easier, which is kind of like a little bit of the opposite. It starts off easier and then it like gets a little bit too harder. So, but in your stage, it looks like things started hard at first, but now it's starting to get more easier. Kind of like the way I would learn a dance choreography. Like it gets like it was a little bit hard at first, but once I started like getting to the hang of it, it started to become a lot more
The
easier.
more the more you do it, the better you get at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, you shared the screen with so many big names. I'm talking Eddie Murphy, Adam Sandler, Sacha Baron Cohen, and I gotta say, the moment I watched That's My Boy, you played this woman who in which Kenny quote unquote squeezed her titty for free, and I remember like cracking that part up, and then all of a sudden, and a few weeks later, I realized that I'm your cousin,
Yeah.
and I would, because my mom, my family members. So, who surprised you the most behind the scenes?
In the movie That's My Boy.
Yeah, well, th- that's my boy, and in general.
Oh, who surprised me the most? Like off camera, probably Eddie, Murphy, because you sort of long to be in his presence, and then to be able to watch
Yeah.
him, work is a real treat. So I think he surprised me the most off camera. But like you said, I don't work with a lot of people.
Hmm. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm really really glad Eddie Murphy surprised you, and because like I feel like a lot of people they wanted to like be in their shoes and wanted to know what's like in the entertainment industry in general, and kind of like how inspiration works with other people, and feel like I feel like for you you just wanted to like basically give it a go, and you're just Lunel being Lunel.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you've got
Pretty
this
much.
you've got this ability to completely steal a scene even if you have just a few lines. So is that something you con- consciously go for, or does it just happen?
It just happens. It's the instinct of what to say, when to say it, and it will be the right thing at the right time because that's what a lot of times we get hired for our spontaneousness and not necessarily what's in the script. I don't go in anywhere trying to steal a scene. I think that's thirsty. I think if you do your job and you're convincing and you're entertaining and fun to look at, you will steal the scene whether you were trying to or not. And it could be a gift and a curse.
Yeah, like you never know what might happen. You never know if it might be a good thing or it might be something you didn't expect, and
Gotta
you
stay
just
on your
never know.
toes. Gotta stay on your
Right?
toes.
Yeah, because the truth of it is, life is full of surprises.
That's right.
So, Hollywood can be a tough place for women, especially women of color, specifically Black, of a certain age. And how have you navigated that and kept your career thriving?
It's really all up to the people. If the people don't want to see you, they're not going to see you. Your career will die. But if the people want to see you, then they follow you and they come out to see you. And that's why I always say if I never did another movie or another TV show, I think I would still be able to eat because people still want to see live entertainment and they want to see me. I'm a good time.
Yeah, and I wanted to like point this out because I feel like people of color, rather recent or at the time, can be often overlooked depending on pay, depending on race, and depending on skin color, depending on size. And when and I will and I remember the SAG after a strike and the Writers Guild strike also, and how they're fighting for what I know a fair contract and a better pay rate and like basically like if so like
Maybe I should wrap this for.
when I was like you know when I was in college I was a double major, and when I was like double
Yes.
majoring and I realized like this is like can be like a practice of me like wearing many hats I can because I want to like practice getting into like the mood of like wearing many hats because I was a double major. I double majored in theater and broadcasting. I was a social media manager for the theater department.
And we're so
Um,
proud of you for that, baby.
thank you,
So proud of you for that. Yes.
and I am a podcast as host, still am, and I'm also aspiring to be a photographer as well,
Mm-hmm.
and a theater design and a theater designer as well, whether it's set, prop, or lighting. So
Mm-hmm.
one thing about you, you never shy away from speaking your mind. Have there even been times where you honestly got you in hot water, if I may ask?
Yeah, every time. Every time. I'm glad you found that. That's the new one. Yeah, I say a lot of things not to go viral, not to be controversial, but I feel like don't ask me if you don't want to hear what I got to say. Just don't ask me. It's simple. Don't ask me because I'm gonna say what I said. If you ask me, you must want to really know how I feel. Now I can be fake and say the proper thing and do all that type of shit, but I wouldn't be being me because I really just don't get down like that. That's not how I move.
Yeah, like basically like you could just say what you say, and like take the risk of like being called out
I'll
and
risk it.
getting backlash. You risk it all.
I'll risk it.
Because at the end of the day you said what you fucking said.
Uh, at the end of the day, that's exactly right. And what are you gonna beat me up? You know what I mean? The fuck?
Alrighty.
Put my
You've
drink.
talked you've talked before about self love and body confidence. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about your loving yourself unapologetically?
You're either going to if you don't if you're not exactly where you would like to be, you've only got a couple of choices. You're either gonna work hard and fix it, or you're going to shut the fuck up, deal with it, and try to look and smell as good as you can. If you're not gonna work it off, if you're fat and you don't want to work it off like me, okay, yeah, do it around the heel, around the heel, around the heel. I'm getting my foot wrapped at the same time. There's a lot going on over here. Um, just if you're like, okay, this is it. I don't wish to whatever, do the work, then at least look good. Don't be a fat slouch. Shit, you can pull that even tighter. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Man.
basically be who the fuck you are, right?
Yeah, basically, baby.
Be who you are. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just
Right.
just basically do whatever makes you you and whatever makes you happy. And
Somebody told me once to put on blinders like a racehorse. You see my hands, and a racehorse have blinders like this. That's so they can't see the horses coming up next to them, and they can't be worried about what's going on over here. They're laser focused and they go straight ahead. And so that's what I'm gonna do.
yeah, like just be whoever the fuck you are, and as long as you're happy about it, that's all that matters.
That is absolutely all that
And if
matters.
they
You
have
just
a
gotta be right. Gotta be
and
happy.
if they have a problem with them, they can kiss their. Well, you get the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to a few questions because we're about to run out of time. If that's okay
Right.
with you.
Yes.
You've toured across the country. Is there a city that just gets you humor more than any other?
I think I can't really say that because, like, I would say places like Texas, Atlanta, Chicago, New York really, really get me. You know, that everybody else does too. St. Louis, uh, yeah, places. With
Yeah.
multicultural diaspora. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are like some because I think I remember I was talking to a friend of mine who used to work at Lush, used to be a firm manager, and he's from Oswego, Illinois, which is the neighborhood of Chicago, and from what I remember from that conversation, Chicago was probably like like a conservative, one of the most conservative states. That's just from what I know. I don't even remember how long it was, or how he said it, but yeah,
Well, the state can be one way, and your audience can be another way.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Damn what the state is. The people that's coming to see me, they know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yes, and may I add that I love your nails.
Thank you, boo. Thank you.
It, one, a couple of them are like glitter, and the other ones are like covered in jewelry.
Yes, yes. Thank you for
Yes,
noticing. I love you for that.
they kind of like remind me of a little Ravenclaw, if you catch my drift.
Or the thing in the grocery store that picks up stuffed
Uh,
animals.
the anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah, alrighty. If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Don't do cocaine.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least you're on this. Yeah, don't do cocaine, don't
Don't
do
do cocaine.
drugs.
Don't do
Don't
drugs.
do drugs, period. Like it's
Don't
not
do
really worth
drugs.
it. Because like
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people in the entertainment industry, wherever it was Elvis Presley or Whitney Houston, they started like, to take drugs in fear of like doing performing horribly because they got like millions of fans, many successful songs, and like there was like some sort of drug addiction that they're going through during,
Well, I
and you
don't
don't even
think
know
their drug addiction had anything to do with that. I think they just like to do drugs.
that. Yeah. Well, what's next for Luenell in 2025 and beyond?
Well, I am touring right now around the country, and I'm about to go to work in 10 minutes. On my way to work here in Las Vegas at my residency at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club every Sunday and Monday night at 10 p.m. And I'm currently performing in Burbank and Los Angeles area once a month. I'm at that time of the month comedy residency at Flappers in Burbank. And if you want more information about my dates or merchandise, or you want to look at pictures of me or hear podcasts from the past and stuff, because I've had podcasts too, you go to heylunell.com. HEYLUENELL.com. And you can follow me on Instagram too. I'm Insta at Luenell, Luenell.
And I will be including all that information in the show notes for the listeners to see. Lunel, you are truly, 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 truly one of a kind, funny, fearless, and full of heart. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Bubble Chat. Y'all make sure you follow her on all her socials. Check her, check out her tour dates, and support everything she's doing because this woman stays booked and busy. We'll be right
Period.
back.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, after our break, usually we jump into one of our regular segments. But today we're going to try something new since this is episode 1 of season 4 of The Bubble Chat. So much of TV, film, I'm sorry. So much of the TV, film, and music we consume doesn't just entertain us, it teaches us. It reflects our struggles, celebrates our triumphs, and sometimes gives us warning we might not even recognize right away. This segment is about pulling those lessons out of the media that we watch, the stories that we listen to, and the voices that we follow, and connecting them back to real life. We're going to unpack the deeper meanings of cultural moments and the lessons we can actually apply to our lives today. It's a little experiment. You want to be our lab rat? Something we haven't done before, but I think it's going to spark some powerful conversations. This is Social Lessons in Media. Right that day.
All right, so recently I came across an episode of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, the reboot of the classic Disney Channel show, The Proud Family. It is now streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. Season 3 just dropped a few weeks ago, and there was one episode in particular that really stood out to me. In this episode, Dejanay Jones tries to enter a beauty pageant hosted by Miss Lee. But when she's denied, her friends later discover the reason that it wasn't about her talent or looks, bec- but because of her skin tone. The episode directly addresses a discriminatory practice called the brown paper bag test. And what happens next is powerful. Penny Proud, along with her fans, not fans, but family, friends, and community, decided to host their own beauty pageant. But instead of gatekeeping, they opened the contest to people all stage, sizes, and backgrounds. And here's a little spoiler: everybody wins. Now, for those who don't know, the brown paper bag test was a painful chapter in Black history. It was a discriminatory practice especially prominent in the early to mid 20th century, where a person's skin tone was compared against a brown paper bag. So if someone's skin was darker than the bag, they would they were often excluded from social clubs, parties, universities, and even job opportunities. It was just it wasn't just random people doing this. Sometimes it was black-led organizations and institutions themselves, reflecting how deeply colorism was rooted in society. I mean, think about how damaging that was. Being told that your value, your acceptance, your right, your very right to belong depended on something as superficial as the shade of your skin. And even through that test, may sound outdated. And the truth is, colorism is still very real today. From beauty standards to workplace bias, it continues to show up in harmful ways. That's why I want to give a huge shout out to Bruce W. Smith, the creator and animator behind the Power Family, along with its reboot. Smith, who's also known for directing Baby Kids, has always used animation as a way to just not just entertain, but also to educate. And this episode is a perfect example. It holds up a mirror to both past and present, reminding us that we can't truly talk about inclusivity while sweeping colorism under the rug. And what I love most in that episode is that it flips the narrative, and instead of letting Disney's reaction be the end of the story, the community comes together to create something better and more inclusive and more affirming that that's a lesson not just for kids but for all of us. And because I honestly cannot recommend this episode enough, I'll be linking this episode in the show notes below so you can check it out for yourself. But I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on how the show handled this issue of colorism? Did the episode or topic resonate with you the way it did with me? And let me know together because I think this is a conversation worth having together.
We'll go first. Okay, so the focus surrounding this was a beauty pageant, correct?
Yes.
I want to acknowledge what's Lemmy wife name from Zeus? Because she's Miss Something. She's a beauty queen. I want to recognize the wife of the owner of Zeus Network. What's her name? Janessa?
Zeus makes my brain hurt. I don't know.
The wife of the owner of Zeus is a beauty queen. I don't want to say Dominican Republic or Belize, wherever she's from. She won the title of wherever she is. I want to acknowledge Vanessa Williams. She was nominated, she was crowned, and they took that shit back like a fake $20 bill. But she took it home. I want to acknowledge Kenya Moore and all of the women in the beauty pageant world of any color of hue. I congratulate you. I salute you. So I just want to say I'm happy that they picked it up because even though we have been, shunned down, held back, move the goalposts, you can't keep a good, beautiful bitch down, especially a black one. I love that. You know, this makes me think about Chris Rock in the movie that he did about good hair, bad hair.
Yeah.
It makes me think about the colorism that was on Basketball Wives with OG. Remember that?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it just makes me think of a lot of things when you say.
Even Spice Off Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Bloomer, yes. Erica Mena, right. So,
Yes.
It's not a bad thing, but it's a very, very controversial, vast conversation to have when you talk about color, whether it is brown paper bag, chocolate chestnut, or, my daughter is the color of that damn light bulb right there. But she's the color of that gleaming light.
She definitely would have been a white
When
man.
we took Christmas pictures, they thought we had adopted a Chinese baby because she didn't match. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and it makes me think about the Huxtables. Yes. You had Claire, you had Cliff,
and
you had Theo, you had Vanessa, you had Ruby. It was like, where did Vanessa and Sandra come from? But then when you saw their parents, you saw that Cliff father was super, super pale. Yeah. You don't really think about that, but then when, in having children, having a family of your own, of color and hues. Yeah, my daughter is the color of my great grandmother. She like this and I like this, but I made her. You know what I'm saying? So
she looked just like you. She got her face,
but she bright.
She a light bright.
It's like she's the coloring book before you colored it in. I'm brown and she's white. The first time, long story short, we was at the grocery store, and kids ask for shit all the time. And I said, "Go ahead, go get you something." And she came back with a white Barbie doll, and I said, "No, she's not black." She said, "I'm white." She put that Barbie doll up there, and
It looked just like her.
I had to tell her right there. I said, no, you are a nigga child. I just had to look. Long story
A house
short.
nigga, but a nigga.
Long story short, it doesn't matter what color, what creed, what culture, what creation you are beautiful through and through. And whatever you may go through, the obstacles in your life, if it pertains to the color of your skin, be great. It don't matter.
In this world of colors.
Mm-hmm. Of colors, yeah.
Be great. We the best yellow color that could be.
No, we normally don't promote this message. You pop that motherfucking bubble. That's what you do.
That's what you do on every level.
But we always want the bubble to keep going, though. That's why I want the bubbles to keep going. Now, look. Did you guys enjoy the first episode of season 4 of the Bubble Chats?
Because I did.
Okay?
Me too.
Because it's about that time. And we're going to wrap things up for today's episode. I want to thank you sincerely and so very much for tuning in and spending some time with us. Remember, conversations like these don't end here. I'd love to hear from you. We want you to share your thoughts. Please don't be shy about sharing them in comments and reaching out to us on social media. If you found value in today's discussion, make sure to like, you better subscribe, and don't forget to follow so you don't miss what's coming up next. And of course, all the resources, links, and notes that we mentioned will be below the bar. Check out. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look out for one another, and we'll catch you on the next. This is Bubble Chat.
Peace, y'all.